Welcome back, viewers. Today's episode will delve into fine-tuning a very basic life counter, followed by a score counter, and some basic sound effects. Then select the Cog Wheel tab up top. Get our variable section, and don't fret. The block counter is for testing. These two variables we will need, the score and HP counters. Just copy how I have them here, viewers. We will need both. Just copy your health variable name here before we back out here, viewers. Next thing we want to do is grab a text blueprint. I will label this lives, followed by a copy paste of our variable name, the HP counter. Just remember, when you copy paste the variable name to the text, add that dollar symbol in front of the name too. All right, let's grab it and put it on screen here. Let us implement some logic for this now. We will first get our void actor and put in a check statement. Select when this is created statement, followed by repeat n times. For the seconds, just tap the minus button. With that set, select if a condition is met, run a response. We want to check our HP variable here and see if it is a 0. If it is, we want it to perform a response. That response will be reset a variable to its initial value. Get our HP variable for the variable to be reset. This is because if HP is 0, the game is over. Then we will get the response, reset this card. This will reset the level. Usually you would use send player to another card, the main menu card, for example. That is another time. We will now grab our ball actor and add the final bit of logic for this HP section. Grab our rule where the ball collides with the void. We will put the logic in this rule for the HP. Remove the destroy actor response first. Then replace that with modify the value of a variable, here viewers. This will be our HP variable. Make sure to select the deck option to set the value to a -1. Also check the relative to current value box. Then the response will be destroy this actor. We can test this now. Let's see if this functions correctly. First life is gone. And there's the second one. The third is gone and the card reset nice. Next topic, a scoreboard. This is a simple scoreboard. I will not set it up to a leaderboard yet. Let us create another text actor blueprint. I will name this score text. Open the text displays. Mine states pickle, and I will rename this to score. I will then change the color here. I will go with a red. Then grab that cogwheel again and let us create the score counter, viewers. And in typical fashion, I will name this score counter. Make sure it is set to deck and the value remains 0 here. Now copy this variable name so we can set it into the text display. Now that we have it copied, let's do just that, viewers. Open the score text blueprint. Then paste it in here. Do not forget the dollar symbol in front of our copied text. And I just tapped the minus option to shrink it a bit. It is the last option on the right of our screen, viewers. Then let us place this on the screen now. On the left, there are 3 options. Select the middle option. I call it the Customation tab. I call it this because it allows sizing and rotation to be done free-handed a bit. Notice how by me taking the right of the outline and slightly push it left, the 0 is repositioned underneath. I just want to center this score counter a bit better here real fast. Ah, come on, dumb score counter, center already. All right, finally, geesh, that was rough. Now we will grab our blocks. This is where we will implement the logic for the scoring to be calculated. Open our first block here and let's get the rule for when this actor collides with tag laser bullet. At the end of this rule, grab the response tab and grab the statement modify the value of a variable. Obviously, we want to get our score counter variable. Set our value to 1. When done with this, check the relative tab. With the laser bullet done, let's grab the end of the rule when this is created. Here we want to scroll down a tad and then select our wait response we made. Select the wait tab, then grab the top response, insert a response before. The inserted response we want is modify the value of a variable. And you guessed it, I will use the score counter variable. We will do the same as our laser bullet. We will set the value to 1 also. Don't forget to check off the relative box here too, my viewers. All right, now for our second block. It will be the same logic except one feature. That feature is the score counter value. I will use the value of 2. That will be both the laser bullet and then the insert a response before statement. I will start with the inserted response. I will also speed this up for a bit. I am only speeding it up because there is nothing to actually explain, except for the value, which is 2 for block 2. Almost finished here. Then we will get our third block and basically do the same thing. Okay, now block 3 is the same thing, minus the score counter variable, which will be set to 3. Once again, I will just speed up the video a bit since it is the same logic again, basically. Like I stated, the only difference is the value of the score counter, which is a value of 3. Now that we are done here, let us see if it works correctly here, viewers. And off the bat, the first block works. 1 was added to the score when it was destroyed. I believe the second block also is working. I will know if the score counter finishes at a score of 30. I say a score of 30 due to each point total for each block section should be 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. It is bouncing everywhere except for the block. Jeesh. There we go. That is very nice indeed. Works well. And the score actually hit 30 also. One last thing here. We need to go back to our void blueprint. We do also need to reset our score counter variable in there. Let's get the void blueprint now. Select it and open it. Select the logic tab, then open the rule we created earlier. Select the response, restart this card. Then select the statement, insert a response before. Scroll down, find the statement, reset the value of a variable, then put in the score counter variable, viewers. Make sure your deck option is selected. Place the score counter variable name in here. All right, we can now test this to see if it is functional. I will speed it up a bit here. We just want to see the score reset when the game resets, so let us see. We're almost there. A few more moments. Yep, it works fine. Now let us finish this up with some sound effects and call it the day. We will grab our ball actor first and input the sound logic. Let's create a new rule. That rule being when this actor collides. That colliding actor is our block blueprint. Once that is selected, let's play a sound as the response option. Now I will be using the built-in castle sounds for this video. To use a custom sound, upload the sound to your Google Drive, then import the sound from the drive to castle. Let's just test the sound types here and then tweak it to your liking. Ooh, I like that one. I will not be perfect here with my sound effects. My focus is the logic and how to use it in game right now. I will just keep clicking on the Randomize tab, situated just to the right of the Coarse and Fine tabs. Once I feel happy with the sound, I will then select it. This is something you personally set to your liking. I am just about done here, viewers. That is good for now. We can see if this works here before we move on. Select that play button. And yes, it is fine, it works. Maybe lower the volume a bit if you wish, viewers. Oh, for sure. We will set up the laser next. We will do exactly that right now. Let's grab the laser blueprint, viewers. Where is it? Got it. Once the blueprint is opened, we will create a new rule, another when this actor is created rule. We want the play a sound statement, then do the same thing we did with the ball. Find the sound bite you want. I will use this here for the laser sound effect. Let us see how this sounds here, viewers. Once again, let us tap the play button to see. Talk about luck, a laser item on our first hit here. Oh yeah, let's go. Now for the long, tedious part, viewers, our blocks, yes, S, as in plural/multiple items here, not just one. What sucks? Because I never set up a proper master block actor, I will need to manually implement the code for each block. With that, let us get the first block. Open the Logic tab and grab When This Is Created statement. Then at the Modify a Variable statement, select that, then place the statement Insert a Response Before. From here, my viewers, we need to get the Play a Sound statement. For the block, I need a destroyed sound, and it is the same thing as the ball and block. Just keep selecting until you find your soundbite and plug it in. If you want decent quality sound, upload your sound or music to your drive, then upload the sound to Castle. This sound will work efficiently. Okay, now I will plug in these exact numbers and soundbite for each of my other blocks. I will just speed up the video here for a bit, viewers. All I am doing is inputting the same exact logic from the first block into the rest of the blocks. All right, I believe we are done here. It is not perfect, yet will serve its purpose. Let us test this here to see how it all fits. Definitely need to play with the volumes for each one. That can be done whenever. One last thing here, then we will wrap it up today. A sound for when the laser collides with the blocks. Let's open a block blueprint here. Open up the rule. When this collides with the laser bullet, select the Wait Response tab. Then select Insert a Response Before statement. Get the Play a Sound statement, then plug away with the sounds and input them for each block. Let me just speed up the video until I find my soundbite to use. To be honest, I thought about putting this logic in the laser bullet, then realized there might have been an issue. So doing it this way assures it will function correctly. I will use this here, then play with the rate option a bit. After one block is set up to your liking, repeat the same sound and numbers for the others. I will once again, and for the last time, speed this up. Just place the logic in the first block exactly to the others. Actually sounds kind of funny. The quick burst from the sound bites. With this done, let us test this real fast. I need to play with the sound volumes for each sound effect. The laser destroyed block is very faint here. With that, this video and tutorial is basically finished. For one, I will upload update videos for this tutorial. Second, I would like to start and finish a few projects. Player character building in Castle, including art. And a classic arcade-styled shooter-based game I have started up, just finishing a cutscene at the moment on that one. Well, until next time, my viewers, I thank you and have a great one.